Hi Chewies, here's Alexandra again, your friendly neighborhood tutorial machine. And today we will have a look at a zombie. Yes, the main character of half of the horror movies out there. For that instance, I use here a mantic zombie. And, well, what can I say about zombies? Zombies are dead flesh, dead humans, and for that instance, you have to be a little bit, you have to have a little knowledge about how the human flesh is working when it is dead. Well, basically, there are 3 stages of zombies out there. Stage number 1 is the fresh zombie, someone who gets killed and is raised immediately. He will look absolutely similar to a normal human, instead, well, beside the wounds, but the skin will also be normal human skin tone. Then we have the stage 2 zombie, that is a zombie that has been zombified for at least, let me say, 2 weeks. So the skin starts to rot away and little dead man blobs are all over the body, and the colorization of the skin is totally strange and ugly and nasty. And then we have the stage 3 zombie. That are zombies that are raised from the grave, or at least, let me say, a month or even more or even longer dead. And they can go totally crazy with them. Green skin tones and totally rotten away, totally brown, or there are almost no hints of blood anymore because all is dry and yeah. So, on this video, I will take a go on the stage 2 zombie. So, I will start by priming this miniature with grey. I use for this a colored spray primer for an army painter, the uniform grey. So, and I'll be back in a second. So, you can't see it, but, well, he is primed now. So, the first stage I will paint on is skin tone, normal flesh tone. I use for this here tanned flesh, but you can also use dwarf flesh or Talon flesh or bronzed flesh or elf flesh, whatever you prefer. It doesn't matter. It just need to be a base coat of flesh all over the flesh parts, the skin parts. So, quite easy, just paint it on. I'll finish that and be right back in a second. So, the flesh tone is painted on, and what we'll do now is take a wash, and this is a mixture out of Levantine purple and Griffon sepia. This gives a real nice shading to the whole miniature. So I will finish that up and let it dry, and I'll be back in a second. And the ink is dry now, and the next stage will be to dry brush the first skin tone back over again, very slightly, so make sure that on the brush itself almost nothing is left. Just slightly go over it and highlight the skin. Well, at this miniature I show you this now with dry brushing because, well, you will probably have to paint at least 100 of those, and I bet you don't want to layer every single zombie in your heart, so this is a lot easier. The next stage we will go now with a brighter variant of the same skin tone. So for that instance, just add a little bit white to the paint, because let's figure it out, zombies are quite pale in skin tone. That might be a little bit too pale, so let's put some of the other paint back. Let's try this again. Yeah, that's better. So even more gently now, highlight with this Skintone. See how easy that is? And you should use a quite soft dry brush, not a totally hard one. The softer the brushes, the softer your dry brush work will be. So, I believe that's okay now. Now we go for a little bit more deadly look, because quite right now he looks like a stage 1 zombie. So, stage 2 zombies have a tendency to have brown, black and purple colors in the skin. So we will use now several washes. So at first I use Leviathan purple, and let's start here on the face a little bit, here under the cheekbone, then here maybe a little bit there, something, just at random spots. Dead skin is not everywhere the same color, it's here and there some colorization. So a little bit down at the feet, here at the hands, a little bit here. Okay, I think that's good. Now we will take a German blue wash, and do the same here and there, a little bit of the wash. For instance here, the whole eye. To give really nasty, deadly tones here and there. Don't overdo it. Just here and there some indications. Otherwise he would look blue or purple. But I guess, yeah, that's okay. Now for the last, we'll take butter black. Some deeper shadows, for example here under the chin. Then hit the mouth. Here this eye socket. Then here his hairs. That's good. Then back here the spine. I can go over the clothes. Yeah, this will be an interesting zombie. that's looking good. So, I'll let it dry now and be right back in a second. So, the skin tone is finished now, and now it's time to hit the bone parts that are outside. Like here, this little knee. Then up there, the skull is exposed. For that instance, I use bleached bone. Also the teeth. So, anywhere else bone? Ah, yeah, the spine. There it is a little bit exposed. So, like that. Yeah. Now let's go for the other details, like all the gore. Let's start with a 50-50 mix of red, Mac Red and Chaos Black. Here, this is my pre-mixed foundation red. We'll cover now basically all the organs and musculars that are exposed. Like here and there. All the muscle tissue. I will finish up the wounds and I'll be back in a second. So, the next thing that I will do is take another red tone. Let's find it. Ah, here. We have it. It's a mixture out of scab red and blood red. And what I will do with this is I will water it a little bit down, and then I will go here on the sides of the skull where it is exposed, like that. So, and also I will highlight now a little bit here the bloody areas. Also here I will go over the bone a little bit, not everything, leave a little bit of the bone exposed, so that it can be seen as bone. Here are also some wounds. Okay. What I will do now is I take Devlin mud and I will hit the skull with it. To make it a little bit more gory. See? Now with Butter Black, I will go into the other wounds, like here. So, there it looks more natural, darker, because blood isn't actually that bright. Okay. That's looking good. Now I will paint in the eyes real quick. Like that. So I'll let that dry now, and then I'll go for the clothing. I will start painting the clothes now in Codex Gray, because I want to pop his skin tone a little bit more, so not so striking color at the clothes will force the eye to look more on the skin. Well, for a zombie I make it quite easy, just Codex Gray and then hit it with Devlin Mud. And after that we will make some blood splatters all over the clothing. Well, I will finish that now. Like I said, Codex Gray on the clothes, hit it with Devlin Mud, and let that dry. So everybody, the zombie is almost done. Last thing to do are some blood splatters on the clothes, and for that instance I will start now with scorched brown and simply dab it at random places here and there. Why brown? Well, dried blood looks brown. And then I'll use my pre-mixed Macrite red black and dab also a little bit here and there on the brown spots. So, like that. That's looking good. And now we take some blood red and increase the look of those exposed areas here by tapping here and there a tiny little bit of red. So you see, it's overall dark but has some red indications. That's like shining spots. Also here on the muscles here and there. Just tiniest little spots will make the deal. Remember the sentence, less is more. And with less I don't mean now less from Awesome Painter. So, and I think, yeah, that's now quite looking good. Now let's gore him also up a little bit around the wounds. Just splatter dark red dots here and there. Like that. Not all over the entire body, just a little bit. Okay. That's also good. Now let's gloss those bloody areas up. For that I use gloss varnish. Shake it and do it on the palette. And then to gloss the wounds up. Yeah, that's looking good. So, and I think the zombie is finished now. I will let the gloss varnish now dry. Make the base, and I'll see you in a second. And there we have him, the finished zombie. Quick and easy paint job, but still effective and realistic. I hope you liked this paint job and this tutorial, and we see us in the next video. Alexandra.